Good people. Oh man, we back, baby, we back. Last time you saw me, I was with some ladies and they was telling me what it was like to be a woman, what it meant to be a PV woman. But tonight I got my boys with me. I got that boy Asante. I got that boy Elvin Kyoto. And I got that tall one, Madrian Lowe. He about 6'7". Ladies and gentlemen, today gonna be a great episode. We're gonna talk about what it means to be a PV man. We're gonna get into these females because it's hard out here for a pimp. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 weeks of school left. Everybody finished strong. Finals, they coming up. Knock them out the park. Your boy finna graduate. I'm finna be gone. I'm finna skedaddle. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we come back from these commercial breaks. I'm gonna talk with my guys, and we're gonna see what's really on their minds. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time.
Traditions are not made overnight. They are created through a legacy of excellence and a commitment to something much greater. For more than 135 years, Prairie View A&M University has provided students with a strong academic foundation, a unique college experience, and the opportunity to make their mark on the world. This is a place where friendships are formed, discoveries are made, and dreams are realized. This is Prairie View A&M University, our tradition, your opportunity.
Sante, Elvin, that boy Major. Guys, we on PV's campus. So what was your first impression of a PV man, and how has that changed as you've matriculated through college?
Well, when I first got here, you know what I'm saying, my friends was already PV men, and I did Panther Pride, so they always told me the first thing they ever said was a PV man always has a pen. So like my first 6 months around Prairie View, I carried a pen in my pocket at all times because that's what I thought a PV man was.
No matter what you had on, you just had a pen.
Yeah, I had a pen. Like if I had on basketball shorts, that pen was clipped to my shorts because that's just what they told me. But now, I mean, it's more about how you carry yourself. Because, I mean, you know, every freshman, we're going to want to wear the wife beater, the basketball shorts, everywhere.
Yeah.
And I got stopped by a dude. He told me, I have a Fortune 500 company, and I can't even walk around here and give out jobs. And I was like, what you mean? And we sat in the MSC and looked, and he was like, he has on this, he has on that, he has orange dye in his hair. So now it's really just about how you present yourself in certain situations. I mean, you don't always have to have on a suit, tie, but just make sure you look appropriate at the right times. That's my version of a PV man.
Okay. It's for one of y'all.
I'll go. In my opinion, a PV man, when I first got here, I thought, I heard the stereotypes and things like that, and just negative connotations about PV. I didn't know much about the school prior to coming here, but once I got here, it's just like PV men are leaders in every aspect. It's like it doesn't matter what you're in, if you're in SGA, if you're doing this, or if you're doing something, somebody's leading something. So in every aspect, that's what a PV man is, somebody who takes charge and knows when to stand up and step up and assume their responsibility.
For me, growing up in high school and my cousins and everybody, they all came to PV. So everyone that I've known and grown around all came to PV, and they were people that I looked up to and people that always put a smile on my face and always helped me out when I needed something. So that's why, that's my definition of a PV man, like someone that will help you out whenever you need it, someone that will guide you in like the right direction if you ever feeling lost. And my definition of a PV man now has not changed. If I see someone and they need help, I'm going to help them.
Gotcha. Sante, you said something. You said knowing when to be presentable. So this for you. When do you know the right time to be presentable? Because if you're just going to eat, look at they just did, they tried to do the dress code stuff, saying, you can't have on certain stuff in the MSC. So how do you know when the appropriate time to wear some basketball shorts and a wife beater?
The professional dress Tuesday. That's usually when the top people of the university be out, on the little golf carts walking around. On Tuesdays, I never dress down. Like I usually, like if I dress down, it's gonna be some nice jeans and a shirt, or a hoodie and some pants or something like that. But really, like I never go in the MSC or to class in white beaters or anything. The most because I feel when I was raised by my grandparents, so you couldn't whistle in the house, you couldn't wear do rags, none of that.
Couldn't whistle.
You can't. That's disrespectful. That's old people. You can't. You cannot whistle in the house.
Okay.
So that's just the way I was raised. So I didn't even own a wife beater my whole life. So when I seen dudes wearing it to class, I'm like,
do you whistle?
It's just crazy. No, I know more. Granny don't play that. I don't whistle.
The time to dress down, I feel like the only time you can dress down is when you're in your room or like in your building or like in your phase. But when you step out and you're going to do something on campus, you actually have to dress up. And I'm not saying like how you said, like with a suit and tie, but at least just look presentable, you know, have a nice shirt on, some nice shoes. Just keep it pushing.
It's like stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. So that's what I go by. So I mean, you ain't got to be walking around like it said, you know, professional dress all the time, but you just need to look presentable. Have your hair cut, you know, got your beard trimmed up, because there be some nappy heads walking around on this campus. I'm gonna tell you, on both sides of the spectrum. So you know.
Okay, so let's talk about the misconceptions. What do you think is the biggest misconception about PV?
We're a party school. Because they party everywhere.
Okay.
Like everywhere. It's really all about how you was raised and how you can control yourself. Because it's been times where, you know, I throw parties. It's been times a paper was due at 11:59 and I'm setting up for the party and typing the paper on my phone. And I uploaded the paper at a party before. It's just about how you trained up there. If you know what you got to do and know how you got to get it done, you're gonna get it done anyway. Even if you gotta, don't draw this at home, but if you gotta pay somebody to type a paper for you, sometimes you're gonna have to come out there $40, $50 to get that paper typed.
I'd be a little more stiff. Yeah. They charge when it's
right there. Yeah.
All right. I'll say the biggest misconception that I came in contact with is that even when we was playing Cards Against Humanity today, Black Card Revolt, when it said that black HBCU graduates don't get jobs after graduation. Like I went to Harvard last week for the Black Pre-Law Conference, and I met like the coordinator of the event and like 3 or 4 attorneys went to Ivies, and they all graduated from Prairie View. So it's like not only do we get jobs, but we getting in top tier schools across the country too. So it's like, you know, that's the biggest misconception I say I've came across.
One of the biggest misconceptions that I've seen and that surprised me was when I went to my cousin's house and I tell them I go to Prairie View A&M University. They looked at me and was like, oh, all the men out there are lazy. Y'all all lazy. And I've never heard that before. And I don't understand where they'll get that from, because here at PV, I don't see lazy people. Like everyone is out doing something that they need to do. And I've just, that one really shook me. Yeah. Because I've never seen lazy people here. The laziest thing I've seen people do is sleep in about 5 o'clock still. But besides that, like people are very. It's really in my name. Prairie View. Prairie View produces productive people, and it's like in our name. So I don't understand where they would get that from. Yeah. And it's not only my cousins. Like I've heard that before, but it beats me.
I got you. So you know we got to talk about these ladies. Now the last show, the girls that I had on, Danessa, Jam, and Kiera, they said that guys don't want to work anymore. Well, work for it anymore. They said guys don't want to work for it anymore. They said that nobody wants to take a relationship serious. They said guys aren't into courting anymore. You know, taking her on dates, really getting to know her, not just trying to get in her drawers. So what do you think is the hardest part about dating women who feel that way? Or trying to court a woman who feels that way?
Y'all go first because I got a lot on my mind.
You know, I'll just
say.
say that it's like the hardest part is like if you date a female or try to court a female who been done bad before, you got to deal with all the baggage and all the everything she's already been through. So like the hardest part, you got to get her to trust you first before you can do anything else. It's like once you get past that, if you can get past that, all the things she done dealt with in the past, like that's make it or break it. If you don't have no trust and no talking situation or starting a relationship, whatever you want to call it, if y'all don't have no trust, no constant communication where y'all can just be comfortable with each other and trust each other, then it's not gonna go nowhere.
Drake said it best. Oh, whoa, trust issues. And let me tell you something.
Well, I thought that was going somewhere.
I thought he was going somewhere else with it.
Yeah, I met a lot of girls here with trust issues, and it's crazy because like I'm a genuine person.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty cool person,
Yeah.
but all the jokes and stuff that I make, that takes a toll.
Wow.
You said, whoa, I'm sorry.
That takes all the jokes and stuff that I make. I don't know, like girls don't take me serious anymore because I make so many jokes.
I'm right there with you, brother.
I just don't understand. But yeah, I met a lot of girls here with trust issues, and if I see that, I'm gonna try. But after a little minute, I'll probably get tired.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably
Because you can only put in so much effort.
Yeah, and then that's where the girls will probably say, like, oh, they're not trying anymore. But I've tried so much that I don't want to put in any more effort.
Yeah.
That's just all I gotta say.
And
about
see that may be the hardest part, especially when you got a big personality. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So girls don't like that. You don't like me because I'm able to make people laugh. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's not my fault you
Or you got
antisocial.
too many.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
I just know a lot of people. That don't mean I'm trying to get it every last one of them. I just know a lot of people. Why I can't have friends? You antisocial. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
at
That
all.
ain't got. I'm supposed to stop being
Cool with
the fun person I am because you don't like people. That don't work out for me. You know what I'm saying?
And what I always tell, like a girl tell me, you too friendly, you know too many people. I'm like, well, one day we're gonna be stuck on the side of the road and some girl that I made laugh gonna pull over and help us out because I made her day one day. But
That was great.
this is what I think, because people finna be mad at me.
Well, talk your
'Cause
stuff.
For me,
That's your camera.
oh, that one right there? I bet. Hey. Oh, that's it. Never mind, right there. But look, okay, so us dudes, we're only gonna do what we see that you can let us do. So like, if I know you one of them girls that like to, you know, you pick and choose who you want to talk to, how you want to talk to them, or you choose how you want to get this dude to treat you like that, then that's how I'm gonna come off as you. Like, if you one of them genuine good girls, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna meet you, meet your parents, your family, date you like a normal person. But if you one of them other girls, I'm gonna sit here and play a little game with you, and then, cause the girls only like you when you chasing them. Once you get through, like once you be like, okay, I'm done, then that's when they come back and be like, why you don't like me and all that kind of stuff. That's just the way I think about it, bro. You gotta talk to the girl towards the situation that she is in and that you are in.
Okay. This is something I do. I don't know if y'all do it too, but this some girls do too. This is what I noticed. Let's say it's us. We meet a group of girls. We all get at them, right? So let's say we all start talking to each one of them. We may still have some on the side, and they all may still have some on the side. So how is it? Why do we still talk to whoever we talk to on the side, and then try to build some over here? Because we're not going to be able to give them. If we try to equal out the attention, you can't treat everybody like a LeBron James. Everybody isn't that star transcendent player. You know what I'm saying? Some people are Penny Hardaway. Some people are Jordan Clarkson. You know what I'm saying? So how is it? How do you navigate, you know, with people who want to still play the game?
You don't put all your eggs in one basket.
You don't.
I don't.
But that's hard though.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Because I see tweets that say forever and ever and all that, and that's a good mindset to have. But to me, you set yourself up for failure, especially right now, because I'm not saying you can't see a future with somebody, But going in straight to the future, that's how you miss out on the present. And so you yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you miss all of that, and now when stuff goes bad, you just devastated. Because you saw this being your man forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's not how it is. I think girls, I really truly believe this. I think girls don't believe they're supposed to get hurt more than once.
That's how you learn.
You know what I'm saying? You can't learn that way. But dudes, you know what I'm saying? We don't care unless it's. See, once we get hurt, that's when the dog come out. You know what I'm saying? That's when that. All right, I ain't finna let another chick play me like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I done been there. So why do we do that? Why do we dog after we've been dogged?
Because we don't want to go through that same scenario again. We don't want to go through that heartbreak because we felt it once. So the reason we change up is because we just gonna assume that the next girl I try to go up to and I try to put some effort into is gonna do the same thing.
But that's what they do to us,
that's the
baby.
same thing
That's what they do to us. And so we just going in that cycle. And that's why we see everybody on Twitter complaining. We see people got to do the honest DMs, you know what I'm saying? So somebody can try to slide in. You know what I'm saying?
Because you only do that because you know the girl that you want is on Twitter right now.
You know what I'm saying? So we just create a never-ending cycle. So what do you think is the best way for us to truly? Do you think dudes go through whole cycles, with whole phases?
Yeah.
Yes.
All you really the way to end all of that is to state. Everybody throw it all on the table when y'all first start talking, and you tell me your intentions, I tell you mine. If my intentions is I just want to smash, and we be cool, like let me come over, do what I gotta do. But when we see each other out in public, we cool. Everybody know we cool. That's just how some people operate nowadays. Cause ain't no way in this world that I'm finna date a girl tomorrow and I know that's finna be my wife. If that's the case, I'm gonna stay away from her.
And that's what girls do. You get what I'm saying? That's what they do. Y'all go ahead. Either one of y'all.
You know, Mr. Landry.
Oh,
Come on, Mr. Law.
I forgot what I was about to say, but I'll just say that I think going back to like the dogging situation, dogging each other out, I think it's like college is temporary. I feel like everything here is temporary. Like talking to people is weird because you can be talking to somebody and y'all be good for like a couple of weeks and then something happen, y'all fall off, you never hear from them again. It's like you ain't never seen that person.
I don't know what that was supposed to represent. In my head, I had a representation for that.
The follow through didn't work out that way. But anyway, let's move on. Like I was saying, it's just like everything's so temporary, so it's hard to kind of like build because you looking at in college you looking at your future. So then you trying to bring somebody else in there, so you got your future and their future, and now you're making that together to make your own future. But y'all not even living in the moment, like you said earlier. So it's like when y'all had that first conflict, it's like, damn, now we got to come back to actually where we at right now and stand in this moment, and you don't even know how to go from that moment because y'all never took the time to address that situation. So I don't really know. I don't have the answer, to be honest with you.
When I came into college, I didn't come to college to look for a wife because, to answer your question, I came to college and I still was trying to find myself. So if I'm still trying to find myself, how am I going to find something that I'm looking for if I'm still trying to find myself, if that makes any sense?
No, I get you.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
So that's why I don't really pursue as many girls as other folks do because I still don't know what I personally want. So once I finally find out who and what I want, then I can start pursuing girls and treat them how they should be treated.
So how do you know what you want? Because you can't really know what you want if you don't try something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll ask a girl. Like let's say a girl says she don't want to, talk to me because we may be too good of friends. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep saying that stuff gonna go wrong, that's what's going in your head. So now stuff just gonna go wrong. So how do you know when you truly like something? When do you
get butterflies?
When do you like? Okay, so let's say you meet a female. When do you know that? Okay, I'm finna stop doing everything I'm doing and truly pursue her.
To answer your question.
He done crossed.
Wait, dude.
That's crazy. To answer your question, I would see what she does, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So if I see her going to class, being productive, if I see her going to the library and I call her like, let's go to the library, let's study, and she says, yeah, let's go. That'll be something that I personally would want because that's just who I am. But if I start talking to a girl and all I see on her Snapchat and social media, oh, she has a blunt in her hand, which is illegal. No, I'm playing.
That's true.
She has, and she's drinking all the time. And I know she's teeing up, and it's pretty cool at the moment. But if that's all I see you doing, I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Because
That's true.
Because if that's all you're doing all the time, sometimes we're gonna have to grow up eventually, and we're gonna have to leave all of that in our college days and keep moving. So that's my answer.
I personally want them girls that go to the parties and they drink and they do everything they got to do, but they still got them grades together. That's what I want, because that show a girl that she
can
knows,
balance.
she can balance everything out. She know what she want to do, but she know that she also in college, so she gonna live in this moment. But she also, getting everything she got to do together, like late nights, early morning. She stay up till like 4, 5, 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Talking, playing on the phone and stuff. While I'm up playing the game, but I'm gonna make sure that paper done and that homework done. And then when we wake up the next afternoon, still going to class. Everything good. Like this is just what I feel. I like that.
Okay, so let me ask y'all something, because we see a lot of wasted times in failed relationships. Why do you think we're so quick to walk away instead of trying to work it out?
Because it's temporary. On to the next, like I said.
Yep.
Is it because we never really saw anything with that person, or is it just, hey, I'm gonna charge you to the game?
Gucci Man said it best.
What do you say?
Girls are like buses. Miss one, next 15, one coming.
Okay.
So just hey, what's the ratio at PV? Men
It's
and
high.
women?
Ain't it like 40 something?
Yes, to 1. So you might be my 39, but I'm gonna go find that 40, and she might be the one.
And then I think it got a lot to do with what Evan was saying too. A lot of times people are trying to find themselves. So it's like you might catch somebody in the middle of them going through whatever they going through at that stage, and then from the time that y'all talk to right up before y'all break up, they might be ready to do something different then. So now you trying to do something different, but we done made these plans, so it's like stuff just keep on changing. So it's like you gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And sometimes people switch up on you, so you got to switch and you got to adjust. You got to make adjustments.
You got nothing?
Just take the L, put it in your pocket,
Keep it pushing.
and then
got
keep
me?
it moving.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great conversation. Ladies, I'm going to talk to y'all when I come back. Remember, it's about time.
Prairie View A&M University is about the students. Students don't just come here for the education. They come for the faculty, for the creativity, the camaraderie, an excellent standard of living, and the school spirit. They come here to gain something profound and to give something back. Students come for the tradition of excellence. This is Prairie View A&M University. Our tradition, your opportunity.
You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, that boy Madrian laid down some knowledge. That boy Elvin had us laughing. And Asante gave us that hood knowledge. Quoted Gucci Mane. I like to quote a man myself. That boy Weezy F. Baby. He said, stuff happens, and since I'm the stuff, I'm who it happens to. All that means is stuff gonna go sideways. Let it. Keep it pushing. Ply said, charge it to the game. Charge it to the game. It's okay, but I think what we gotta do is we gotta stop playing with each other. Ladies, if you know you don't see no future with us, don't give us your number. We is okay with a no. I done been rejected before. I'm 22. I done heard a bunch of no's in my life. You feel me? Your no is not gonna be the end of me because I'm probably gonna shoot at your friend after that. So here, I'm just playing. But for real though, let's really stop playing with each other because all we're doing is keeping that cycle going along. Guys gonna keep saying girls ain't it, and girls gonna keep saying guys ain't it. Why? Because we all doing the same thing. We getting caught. So let's stop and let's try to be honest for once. Tell her how you really feel. If she the one, let her know. If she ain't the one, let her know. If he ain't the one, chunk up the deuce. It's okay. You can be lonely. Lonely in this world you came, and lonely you will leave. Hey, gentlemen, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna have my final episode next week. It's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be bittersweet. But I want you to know, it's about time.